Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Sword and Shield Jorgrim. And I'm pretty excited for this build. We've had some really good luck in the first episode with what we found, some good equipment. And not to mention, we're decked out pretty well with some pretty nice tier 2 armor. And even a tier 2 weapon. Probably have to wait till Manshire before we get ourselves the next upgrade for the shield, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pick up the next job. I'm looking for work. Let's do the Undead Tide. What should I expect? What's the reward? We'll go ahead and say I want more. Single day and it goes up to 500. Deal. What's that? I accept and walk away. It's not really worth saying goodbye to anyways, let's be honest. I am a little bit hungry and we are a lot of bit poor. But we'll head up here. Almost certainly find some food on the way anyway, so I'll see when either something interesting happens or we get all the way up there. Well, we're up here at the little tower. And of course I ran into like one enemy, which is all I needed to get the experience to level up. So let's go ahead and put this back into strength. We'll set this to a nice 15, and then I'm not sure if I'll put it into something else or not. Maybe even these out to 15, put the rest in the strength. Vitality would be decent for black power recovery. I'm not sure if 5% is really a lot. And I'm not really sure what kind of armor we're going to go with either. I would hope for either light or medium, just because I want to use light shields and I want to have high counter and dodge and things like that. So we might be focusing more on this. I'm not really sure. We'll get there. We'll pick our last sword ability here, which would be blade maintenance. It's a decent passive. Reduces the sword's stability loss, which is really nice from blocking. And 20% when delivering strikes. So that will be helpful, especially as we get more expensive swords, I guess. But if it's above 80%, we get an increased bleed chance. Weapon damage if it's above 90, and then crit if it's above 95. All those are pretty nice. I mean, not crazy, but that's all right. Afterwards, we'll probably get something like setup, maybe opportune moment, unless we talk to Ram and get our shield abilities going, which I'd kind of like to do that, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see what happens. All right, well, here we are at the crypt. Let's see what we can find. Sometimes there's decent stuff outside. Maybe not so much at this location. Oh, there's one. Okay. Yeah, that's nice, I guess. All right, let's just go inside. There you go. Ancient coins. Ooh, and rats. Scream at the rats as one does. Come here. Alright, I think they're done being confused. Used a lot of energy, but otherwise went well. Can we fight something other than rats? There we go. Let's go ahead and get the AoE in there. Are you bleeding? Nice. A little bit of counters in there. Not so bad. We're in pretty decent gear for this area. Do I have a... Oh, thank God. So we really shouldn't be having a whole lot of struggles with these enemies. My mentality of episode 1 of taking it nice and slow, easy, and pacing ourselves in fights. We don't have to do quite as much. Yeah, we'll take that. I hope to be well on our way to Manshire today. Even if we're doing maybe some Bryn stuff between episodes. Just so we can get our caravan going, but to get that equipment going soon. Awesome. Well, that's the thing that just happened. I swear I searched. Alright. Well, what's done is done. Luckily, we can take a bit of it and be okay. Okay. Oh, almost 3. There we go. Question about sword skill. What's modifying you? There's 63% bleed chance. Is that modified by strength then? I wish it would tell you. It does say what it's modified by, but it doesn't tell you which stat's modified by what. And I think bleed was only... I don't think it was 63% before. And the only things I put stats into, strength. So I'm guessing that's modified by strength. That body part damage, strangely enough, must be perception. And counter chance being agility would make the most sense. But there's no like rhyme or reason for me to know which one's modifying what. And that is something I would like to know more about in the future. It would just be really nice. Because those modifications can make a big difference. Piece of cloth, okay. Like it's not just what the stats give you when you put points into them. Modification for your skills can be a big deal. God damn it. Alright, clearly I'm paying a lot of attention. Get that out of here. You have a leech. We're just gonna have to leech it. It's just gonna be, now I'm hungry. Great, this whole thing's going to... rats. Literally. Alright, well. Look, this is just rats, I guess. Missed one of them. Don't get eaten alive by rats, Absurdum. There we go. Well, slightly better than it was. We're just gonna have to take it. Press on. And make a new splint later. Almost stepped on it. Okay, up there. This place is laden with traps, that's for sure. Maybe eventually I'll learn that. Come on. And that would have been like a perfect opportunity to have him step on it. And we'll just wait. No point doing it yet. There we go. Nice hit on both of them. Oop. It died. I was trying to attack it, but didn't give it enough time to disperse. You want to fight? I'm a little low on energy, but that's alright. Got your friend. Nice bleed on him. We did not, but we did injure him. Which is perfect, because now his body parts are flying everywhere. Welcome to the injury club. One coin. More traps. Ooh, and a boss. We're already in the boss. You wish I would have known that. But better late than never, I suppose. This idiot just walks into me. Has blood, must bleed. There we go. Not a bad dagger. Not that I'm gonna use it. It's kind of like a sword, just a lot shorter, right? Just agree. I've had a bad day, okay? I'm starving. Not literally. Figuratively starving, and I just stepped on a lot of traps. Which is definitely not my fault. Hello, friend. Okay. At least turns like that would be a nice time for setup to get procced, I guess. What do we have here? Do we have anything made of leather? Just my belt. Do we have anything cloth other than this? Okay, well. We will need candle end, so I suppose I'll take it. Just, you know, I think I'd rather have this than a knife or something I'm not going to use. I'm gonna go around saying it's the best loot I've ever seen, but at least I can sell it. Sure. See what that does. Could be anything. Who knows? Live a little. Topazes. Pretty big pickup. Hey, that's not bad either. Another piece of cloth. Another copper ring. One's enough. This mystery ring seems to have some decent stuff on it too. Any skulls laying around? There's one up there. Let's not step on another trap. We've done enough of that today. We'll take this later when we need to make a very nice rooting stone praying spot. As for now, why don't we just go back home? I'm going to pick up some sticks. And we'll make another split. We'll turn this in at the mill, so I'll see you there. Alright, well, here we are to turn it in. I did go to town, kind of sell this stuff, repaired some things, identified this, which I actually had a identification scroll on me. Whoops. 3 health. Hey, not bad. We'll take it. Tell me about my contract here. I'm all done. And just remembered I forgot to collect the trophy from the boss. Good job, Absurdum. Great. It was like 90% of the reason you picked Jorgrim, and you're already forgetting to do that. I'm just not used to butchering them. It's alright. The next one will be the one. I promise. Look, I'm looking to make some gold. What did I expect? What's the reward? I need more. He's gonna punish me for asking, but that's okay. I accept. Hunger-wise, I got a lot of leeks on me. I was hoping to make a meal. Let's see if I can find another lentil or something, but we'll head out there and unfortunately have to cross the river, but that's okay. Alright, well, we made it out here, and good news is I did actually find some food to make, plus I killed a person who dropped some cheese, and I killed a dog and got a level up. So let's get strength up to 15. We're up to level 5, which feels really, really good. The extra body part damage for everything we do will be pretty nice. Skill-wise, really should have gotten that shield training from Ram. In fact, I'll probably hold off putting this point into anything until we do, just because these things are nice, but I'd rather start focusing on shields, I think. For now, I think we're mostly okay, with the exception of maybe getting like this stuff. But that's okay. There should be plenty of time to diversify a little bit. This one I'm not super interested in. This one is the only one that's kind of tempting because it is really good. But either way, I think we'll be okay for now. See what these guys get. I just have one thing for pain. I do have something for pain, but we'll take that anyways. Who knows what will happen. We'll take that, sure. A bandage. I have lots of healing stuff, but you never know when you might need it, especially in this early game. Alright, we're not going to step on any traps this time. You're going to be so amazed with my ability to... Well, welcome, Dova. Yes, thank you. I was wondering if you were still here. It's been a whole 5 minutes since I've seen or heard from you. Please sit down. Sit down, be quiet. Sit down, be quiet. You're going to be so amazed with my ability to not step on traps and also collect body parts from bosses. You're going to be like, whoa. Look at this guy. Playing the game as he should be. And not talking to his cat the entire time. Are you by yourself? So are you lost? It's already bleeding. Let's just kill him. Mace book. Sure. Should have hit that guy. Didn't look like we did, though. Maybe we did. There we go. Well, he's somewhere doing something. There he is. My friend came with him. I didn't realize there were so many people. Very nice. I have to remember that bosses are on the first floor again. Something I kind of forgot about in the last dungeon. I just walked into that room without really checking it. Let's deal with these compadres. Gotta be almost dead. Yep. Get our bleed going. And he's done. Looks like there's an altar in here for us. Let's go talk to it. Perfect, perfect. More traps I didn't step on. It's okay to be amazed. It's okay to comment, wow. The ability to not step on traps that are right in front of you. Peak. During this very small amount of time. They're tempting me. Look at this. Wow. Not what I want. How hungry am I? I'm a little thirsty. Let's go ahead and drink this. Shove some of those in me. Anything down here for me? This looks like another altar right there. Hey, not a bad day. Couldn't be more right. Rats? In my condemned church? I'll shove myself in the corner. Couldn't see what would possibly go wrong there. Nice crit on them. More rats, okay. Nice AoE. Okay. We're walking away from it. Very nice. You're gonna be so pleased back in town when I tell him about how I destroyed whatever those are supposed to be. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that pair. It's a free pair. Let's touch that guy. Get the experience for it. Score pelts are worth it. Oh, see that? See what didn't happen? Score pelts are worth a lot. We'll take it. Just like I'm gonna take that boss's. What do we get here? An ear? Finger? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're gonna find out because I'm not gonna forget to take it. Obviously. Very nice. How long do you have that on you for? 3 more turns? No point letting him have it. Nice counter. And he's dispatched as well. Oh, very nice. Probably do without the rag. Definitely gonna take that beat though. Got a couple leeches again, but hopefully we won't need them. No escape. Alright, well, there is the boss. Let's see if we can shout him over by himself. Looks like success. Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't do that. The plus side, though, there doesn't seem to be anybody in here, so we can kind of break line of sight here. Perfect. So you can get a nice bleed, sounds like we did, and a crit on top of it. He's done. There's a third altar. Anything worth it in here? Hard to say. We're pretty bumped, though. Shoes I don't want. I'll take those coins. Right, let's go check out that boss room. I imagine there's going to be people in there waiting for us. Oh. No, I don't really need you. It's quite the find, though. Take that oil. Should be able to sell it. We gotta make room for you. There is nobody in here. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Any other things to break? Yeah. Alright. Not what I'd go around calling the best, but it is technically loot, so we will take it. Looks like I used all my luck on the first episode. That's okay. It'll come back. Probably. I do enjoy these nice, small, quick dungeons that we can just kind of kick through. Alright, well, let's turn back into town and see if we can get ourselves some nice Britain rep again. Aha! I know what you're thinking. Absurdum forgot. He forgot to harvest the boss. Well, you're partially right. I made it halfway back to town before remembering. But technically incorrect because I did still remember. Alright, well, here we are, so let's go ahead and turn it in. With that contract, I'm all done. And here's a trophy. He's not pleased, but that's alright. I am. We got a decent amount of money for that. What's our rep looking like so far? Osbrook, hey, actually, it's not bad. We're not too far from Amity. Though, to be perfectly honest at this point, I don't really care anymore. Getting this place up higher and higher is better. And we're really not too far from getting them up to benevolence. So it'll be a while before I think that really means a whole lot. Regardless, let's go back to town and we'll start working on getting that cart ready. Well, first and foremost, I stepped on a random stake out there, so it's really great. But let's go ahead and talk to Ram here. Anything you can teach me? What? You? Sure, yeah. I can teach you all kinds of things. Ray shields, form line. There we go. Perfect. So, skill-wise, since we have shields to look at, I'm not really sure how much I want to go into this tree. I was thinking about it. If we're going to do a light medium armor build, I don't know if Warfare is really what I want. Plus, this is a lot of actives that I'm not necessarily sure I want. We're already going to have a lot of actives. We're going to go light armor. I kind of feel like athletics is better, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Regardless, let's look into shields. We got Moment of Retribution. I don't know anything about these skills whatsoever. Using the ability tree grants 5% weapon damage, 4% counter chance for 4 turns. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. That stacks up to 3 times. Damage encounters replenishes max block. Okay, that's not bad. Activates raised shield, increased block chance. Block power, decreases dodge. Interesting. If equipped with a light shield, replenishes max block power and grants 10% counter chance. Doesn't penalize dodge. Oh, okay, perfect. I was gonna say that really goes against what I'm trying to do with the light shield, but there you have it. Doesn't penalize. Okay, that's pretty nice. Embodiment of resilience. Full blocks replenish 5% max energy and reduce ability trees cooldowns. Partial blocks decrease damage taken. Okay, yeah, these are pretty nice. Deals 11 crushing damage to 3 adjacent tiles. Accuracy, crit chance, stagger. Okay. Hitting a target applies it with decreased control resistance, move resistance. Sure. Grants 5.5 block power recovery for 3 turns and reduces ability trees cooldowns. That's a lot of tree cooldown. Each enemy within the skill's area effect. If equipped with light shield, grants the skill decreased cooldown duration. Okay. Heavy shield means increased damage taken. I mean, it's got 11 turn cooldown. Interesting. Let's go ahead and maybe get raised shield. Seems like a very reasonable one. Since it increases my block chance, that'll be nice. For the things that, you know, work off of being blocked. Probably go ahead and put this there. I'm not really sure how I'm going to end up doing the skill tree, because I think there's going to be a fair amount of active skills to use between the two, but that's alright, we'll see. It's nice to actually have a shield ability. Let's head in here, talk to Odar. Get lied to by the man. So I'm done with that first task. I'd like to know exactly what I'm dealing with. It's a requirement to finding out the truth. Now that he told me exactly what I'm dealing with, we can go over here and talk to this gentleman and hear the rest of the story. I see you're not fond of the Elder. He's not from here. What happened to Dwar? Yeah, so about Dwar. Don't play dumb, you already mentioned him. I brought your plane. Very nice way to get this for free. And don't worry, I won't tell him. And I won't. Anything we need in town here before we go? Sell some of this stuff. We need to repair. I don't know if this would really be worth it yet. Probably, because this is already kind of expensive. And that's not what am I talking about. Ignore everything I just said. It was all not true. He still has stuff that I sold him before. His durability's not terrible. It's probably the cheapest place to get things repaired right now, though, so might as well do it now. Sell this stuff. I know we can get more for this somewhere else, so that's okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. So let's head in here, sell these animal bits, rope, and all that jazz. Then I'll make my way off to the brewery. 2 gold apiece. Yeah, 53, that's not bad. It all pays for stuff. Alright, let's get out there. Alright, well, we're here. Say, hold on, you don't look like bandits. Just told you're bandits. Guy in charge wants to know why there's more talking, less killing. And I appreciate that. Tell him the scoop. Tell him that we'll do anything for a cart and 2 horses. Alright, might as well help him instead. So I've already been here because we discovered some nice stuff there. Let's go up there and enemies should now be spawned in. Alright, let's see who's out and about. Sometimes when you're a little bit higher level, these people spawn in higher level, but looks like we have the low danger ones, so we can do as we please. They shouldn't be any match for me. How long does raised shield last for? 3 turns? Okay. Well, he just left. We're being slaughtered. That's true. This guy's paying attention. Big cut on him. He's bleeding. He wants out. Doesn't matter. He's already dead. And nothing from them I want, but I will take this. And a leak. Okay. Pine cap. Do we have 1 more mushroom out here? Don't mind me. I'm just trying to find dinner. Already been picking up some things. 1 more mushroom, we can make something else. That will help keep everything down nice and far. Okay. I don't think there's going to be any loot that respawns after killing them. What we searched before is what we get, which for the most part's fair. What we can do is get a nice sleep though. So I'm going to do just that, and then we'll go down there and tell them that we murdered everybody. Just what we do. Okay, here we are. Let's turn in the good news. You guys should be safe. And he gives me a bunch of beer. Very nice. There is stuff sometimes I like to steal here, but I don't really want to be walking around with anything stolen. So we'll probably come back and do it later. When I have a caravan I can just dump it into. Are we able to buy more beer? Wouldn't really hate that prospect. Oh boy, are we. Am I able to carry more beer? Guess it's more of the question. And the answer is yes. Perfect. We'll take that. That's actually a pretty decent price. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, well it appears there's mercenaries here, but that's not really my problem right now. Hey, about your brewery. You thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Nah, you know what I'm talking about. Let me put it this way. I can go tell them. As long as you don't give me some money, I might just do that. He gives me the money. I hit more of a rep penalty, but you know, honestly, who cares? As I said before, it's Osbrook. Who cares anymore? We'll come back. Don't forget all about it. It's all good in the hood. Let's go ahead. We'll sell what beer we can, which is not a whole lot, but that's all right. So I want to buy some food, which I don't think I do. I have to buy like 60 gold worth of food. And we could just sell this in bread, which is almost certainly what I'm just going to do instead. Yeah, so I got that cart and horse, but it's a long story. It's not here. He'll get over it. Okay, well, we're back at the brewery. Let's go on and get out of here. Bit of an idea what the map looks like. So far seems pretty standard. I feel like map gen used to be a little bit more random than it is nowadays. Alright, well, let's wrap it up here. Feels good to be out of Osbrook and into Bryn. It would be quite nice to get around, move things a little bit, see what we can sell, what money we can kind of save up, and it's going to be really nice to have that caravan so we can start working up on those upgrades. But we'll end it here for now. We'll start off next time. I'll do all this stuff in between episodes as it's the same things as it always is. And we'll kick it off in Manshire. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come by and hang out with me. It means the world to me that you do just that. So please take care of yourself, stay safe, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.